I like don't even know how to apologize for this episode.
Oh my god.
And for the notes that I did.
The air quotes.
Oh no.
Should
Okay.
I
Nope,
click in?
No, we're gonna wait for a minute. So hi everyone, welcome to the Modern Singer Podcast. My name's Alyssa.
My name is Ellen.
And tonight is just chaos.
We're just scrolling through.
Welcome to 9 p.m. Eastern Time recording. With a hell of a week behind us.
What are you drinking?
Oh yeah, I am drinking. It's called Loverboy Sparkling Hard Tea. It's a white tea, peach kissed with lavender. I can read. No, I can't.
Ooh, yum.
It's been growing on me, but also I've been drinking it for like 5 hours now. I'm on can number 4. Did I teach voice lessons after I started drinking? Yeah, I fucking did.
Adulting.
Look, end of the school year voice lessons are just chaos.
Yeah, it's summer. It's fine. We're good. You know,
yeah.
They don't like they're all ready to get out anyway.
They just got out of school and they're all going away to camp anyway. So like what I will say my favorite thing to do with my students that I actually got to do with my voice teacher in high school is we go through and we sing through their whole folder.
Oh, that's fun.
And we sing like all of their top hits. I don't have like time to sing everything with some of them because some of them I've been like working with for like 3-4 years now. But we'll sing like some of their favorites that we haven't touched in like a year or two, maybe,
That's
or
fun.
at least 6 months. And we'll pick it up and I'll say, cool, how does this feel in your voice now? How does this feel with your acting now? And they're like, oh my God, it's so much easier. And I look at them dead in the eye through the camera and go, don't you hate it when I'm right?
And this is why you hire me. Oh, that's fun though. They can see how far they've come and
just do and like that's why we do it too.
Yeah.
That's why we do it. It's to be like, oh, remember this song and how hard it was for you when we worked on it last time? Let's go back with how much you've grown in your technique and all of that fun stuff. And let's put it into your voice now, because what I do with my students is I help them grow their audition books. So that's like what I'm there for.
Yeah.
And them being able to see and like seeing like the little just that
wheels
little, like,
turning
in their brain, and they're like, oh,
aww,
I get it. And I'm like, yes, I was right. Thank you for
I love that. Basically,
how are you?
I'm okay. I'm wearing my toy shirt.
Oh, yeah, you are.
Anybody who's watching, we coordinated.
Not even on purpose, and we're not both wearing black. We're wearing gray.
We branched out of black and went to gray.
The same color
at the same time.
And it's like the same color gray too. You just have yellow light, and I have white light on me.
Oh yeah, I'm also, fun fact, I'm just going to insert my fun facts, my fun things into right now, because we all need some funness. And this is not fun for anybody but me, but I'm just going to brag about it.
Did you get counters?
Oh no.
You haven't gotten counters yet?
Well, sort of. Oh God, that's a freaking saga. So to continue, this is not the fun fact. To continue my home renovation saga, they laser measure to be like super perfect. Well, they weren't cut.
Super perfect.
Yeah, they were not cut. So how do I explain this? There are 4 countertop pieces. 2 of them are good, and the other 2, which is the majority of our countertop, are total shit. So they came today and did a different type of templating, and so maybe in 12 to 15 more business days I will have a real kitchen.
Hell? They better be giving you a discount at this point.
They're not but I have countertops right now, and so our sink was cracked also. Not sure who cracked it, because it was in their possession, it was in our possession, it was all over the place. So they bought us a new sink, but it didn't come with sink strainer thingies. And everybody listening to this is probably like screaming the name of them. But the little confused. strainer. So like, how do you explain?
Strainer?
You get like a sink, and then there's two. We have two sides. There's two
Faucet?
holes.
Yeah.
No, one connects to the garbage disposal, and the other one connects to just
Oh,
the
the drain?
water drain. So right now they're just holes, and I need like
Oh no.
I need the strainer part that like connects the pipe to the sink. So it didn't come with that. So I went and got one at Lowe's, and then the other one I had to order on Amazon. It's coming tomorrow. So still washing dishes in the bathroom.
Okay, college.
Oh my gosh, it's a lot. And I know
we've all done dishes in the bathtub.
Yeah, but I know. I feel very privileged being able like to have running water and having a kitchen. But tomorrow, which is we're still in June recording this, but tomorrow will be a whole month without a kitchen. And first world problems for sure, but it's
but like
tough.
Not having a kitchen it's really hard.
It is hard.
Trying to like
so we just eat like crap. I mean, we've just been eating like crap for weeks.
So sorry.
I know my body hates me, but so I'll have that soon and it'll all be good. And they're going to look fabulous. They're like pure white. And I know everyone's probably like, pure white, are you psychotic? But they look really good. Yeah, exactly. I am. So the answer to that is yes. But they're so pretty. They're so pretty. I can't wait for you to see them. I'll have to take pictures for everybody listening. We'll put them on Insta or something. But they're so cute. But my good news is I'm going on my honeymoon finally.
I'm so excited. Yeah, you're going to be off the grid for like a whole,
10 days. 10 freaking days. I leave on a Friday.
Even think about contacting me, I will yell at you personally.
Well, I'm like, maybe just like for fun stuff.
Don't contact
stuff.
me. If it's like a cute picture, fine. If it's anything Modern Singer or AZO
definitely not. Yeah,
I will yell at you.
Yeah, no, I'm not even bringing my computer, which is like the first time.
Goodbye.
And I can't even remember how long I have not brought my computer. So yeah, we're going to
bring my
Houston.
When I go on like weekend trips.
Do you?
If it's like a 3-day trip, I just bring my iPad because I can do enough from there.
That's true. Yeah, my iPad is like old as dirt, so I can't work on it.
I got it at the beginning of the pandemic because my last one was from 2010.
Yeah, that's like how old ours is, like 2010.
Oh.
Yeah, Alex used it for high school. Alex used it for college. Yeah, we use it in the kitchen for recipes now because she can't do much. Yeah, so we're going to Houston. Well, yours is newer, mine's old. But yeah, we're going to Houston for a few days.
Yay.
We're going to Houston for a wedding first. Then just a quick pop on over to Florida. We're doing the theme park, so
you're gonna have so much fun.
Very excited.
Are you going to Harry Potter World?
Oh hell yeah! Are you kidding me?
Please send me pictures of that. That I want pictures of.
We're doing so. Don't at me right now, but I love Disney, but I'm not a Disney park human. So
that's fine. They're hectic.
I'm a roller coaster. Yeah, I'm a roller coaster junkie. So we're going to
Universal better.
Yeah, Universal and Islands of Adventure, which is like a magical place. And then they have like Volcano Bay, which is a water park. So
I don't do water parks. Too many kids pee in pools.
That's true, I guess. We're gonna just remove that from my brain. Yeah, exactly. Just pretend there's so much chlorine in there.
Oh man.
What have you been up to besides your bubbly?
Nothing happy.
Yeah. It was a bad weekend, folks.
It was a bad weekend.
It was a bad weekend.
The SCOTUS nonsense was released and announced, and I hate it, and I don't agree with it at all.
Yep.
But we're gonna move on because otherwise I will start crying on air and just yelling a bunch of curse words.
Yep.
And that's not productive for anyone but me. So I'm going to do that on my own time.
That's in the self-care time. Should we get this party started? And should I open the infamous notes? I'm a little worried.
For everyone who is listening or watching on YouTube. So Alyssa did a lovely thing called Fell into a Depressive State, courtesy of all of the news of the world, and did a little interesting thing in her notes. So we're going to call this an experimental style for this episode, and we're going to see what happens. And Ellen has not opened these notes yet.
I'm scared.
And I wanted to have a live reaction because I'm just gonna leave it there. Ellen, when you're ready.
Go ahead. All right, here we go, friends. We're opening
live reaction.
Okay, wait, hold on. It's not loading. Okay, hold on. Here we go. Oh.
There's not much to load.
Like, I don't think it's loaded.
Oh.
No, I mean, this is really great. I'm gonna
no, it's flip. Not. That's a lie. That is a bold-faced lie.
I mean, it has like all of the necessary components of what you need for notes.
It has an outline. It has 5 points. It is an outline of 5 points.
Oh man, I was texting
and
Alyssa.
Then the sentence, yo, I literally have no idea how to write these notes. Let's riff it and call it a new style. LOL. Like
that is literally in the notes. And then
I wrote it down because I'm like, haha, sorry.
Oh my god, I'm dying. I missed that part. Oh man. I mean, to be fair, I did text you like I think midnight your time, 9-10 p.m. my time. Yeah. That's 9 p.m. my time, being like, hey, sorry, what did you mean by this?
Whereas in the notes? I had done nothing yet.
Neither had I.
Oh shit, that's tomorrow.
Neither had I.
So I really quick bullet pointed it, and then today I went, I don't have thoughts. I know, right, Forte?
I know. He's got to chime in.
No thoughts. All vibes, no thoughts. So that's where we're at today, friends.
We got this. I think we can, yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Big time. We're talking about organizing your music. Like how many?
Yeah, I mean, this is a topic that I am very well versed in. As we can see, if you're watching YouTube, we're actually next to my music bookshelf.
Exactly. Okay, moving you closer. Okay, ready? So I just got. Oh, hold on.
I want to try and crack it at the same time. You figure out what yours is first, though, and we'll crack them.
So, I'm really big into like ciders and stuff, whatever. Yeah. This is not a cider, so I don't really know why I told you that. But so I was looking for something
not pertinent fact at all.
But this isn't a cider. But I was looking for something like, just like refreshing. It's summer. I didn't really, whatever. Simply Lemonade, best lemonade in the entire world. That is an actual fact. Now makes these.
Spiked.
Simply Spiked. I got a mix pack. So I have regular lemonade, like the lemon lemonade.
I want
strawberry, blueberry, holy shit, and watermelon.
I'm obsessed. Okay, you ready?
It's so freaking good. Yeah, okay. On the count 1, 2, 3, crack.
Yeah, ready?
No, wait, hold on. Wait, no. Okay.
That's okay. I'm ready. Mine too. You ready? 1, 2, 3. And we're gonna call that close enough.
Cheers, my friend. Cheers.
Cheers.
Ding.
Oh, that's not the front of mine, is it? I don't know. Boop.
Boop beep. Trying to not sip that loudly. Sorry, friends.
Little ASMR for you.
Ugh, oh god, oh Jesus, oh my god. No,
I'm gonna cut that, but that was purely for Ellen.
Oh,
I hate ASMR with a violent passion. And then you did it anyways.
I had to do it.
Okay, because I did it to you.
Oh god, I had to know what it sounded like. I apologize.
Not great.
Okay, I'm gonna put this on another box. I got all the boxes, like the box.
I'm using a step stool today.
Oh, that's good. I've got Walmart boxes on top of a stool.
Nice.
Have you seen my new background?
Yeah,
We're
this is the
experimenting.
old meeting background that we would do all the time.
No, it's not actually.
Well,
That's
it's the
over in the
same
other one.
picture though. It's the
It's a
same
different
picture.
picture. It's a
No,
different
it's the same
picture.
picture in a different
It's a different.
location.
I don't think so.
No, this is from your old house. This
I
picture.
I think the other one, the birds, was the one when I
But
usually
I
do
know
the
this
meetings.
picture. We're arguing over something that doesn't fucking matter.
No, the other picture.
I know this picture.
I know this picture. Because you're my best friend and you've
You're my best
seen
friend.
all of my crap in my house. I know. I've like moved around. I moved around so much shit to try to get this spot. And I was like, it's okay.
Is this your kitchen or your living room?
It's my den.
Which one is that? Is it
It's
the one
the
that's
one
in the
with
middle?
yeah, the bookshelf with all my game
Oh,
room.
the fun board game bookshelf. Oh,
Yeah.
also that shelf that Alex built. Just,
Dude,
chef's
I know.
kiss.
Chef's kiss.
Gorgeous.
Beyond chef's kiss.
God,
I know.
I love
It
Alex.
is. I know. Me too.
He's so cool.
He was cool. He did a good job. He did a really good job. And we have way too many games. Like,
I'm up to 3.
it's a problem. 3. Okay, now you gotta tell me what 3 you have. I didn't know you.
I have Exploding Kittens,
Mm-hmm.
Uno, and
What kind of Uno?
Dose.
Regular Uno?
Just regular Uno.
Okay. And sorry, what
But
was
then I
that?
also have Dose.
I'm sorry.
I've never played it. My mom got it for me. Yeah, it's
What
Uno and Dose.
What's Dose?
I think it's a fucking expansion pack. I don't know. I've never opened it. I don't have anyone to play with. I live by myself.
Oh, I wish I was there to play Dose with you. I don't even know. I might have 300 games. Like,
I think that we need like a picture of this.
Oh, there's so much crap over there. Now, maybe I'll clean it, and then all of my kitchen crap that I can't put back is over there. Oh, and my Pez collection. Wow.
Dude,
I'm
your
just
Pez
outing myself.
Iconic.
I'm just outing myself as a nerd right now.
Yeah.
But
that's okay. I'm over here going, I finally culled my book collection down to all of my scores. And I used to own over 600 like actual like books.
Whoa.
And I had read almost all of them. But I owned all of them when I was in like high school. So I had to cull it severely when I went to college. And then I had to cull it even more when I moved to Boston for grad school. So, and then from there, I'm like, fuck this. I'm not moving any of this myself.
Yeah. Do you read mostly digital now?
I'm like back and forth, honestly, but I'm better at doing like going into bookstores that do like exchanges and like trading my books in.
It's perfect. What a great way to
and
read.
Then if they ever don't take my books, I usually, the ones that I don't want to keep, I keep a very limited amount of them. And it's the ones that I absolutely loved or the ones that I know that I want to go back to and read again. And so I only keep a couple, and it's only if they're like 10 out of 10, like I know I'm going to read it again. Or like signed copies. Or my whole collection of first edition Harry Potters.
Oh yes, I still have some of those. I'm like, I can't.
I have first prints. First
Wow.
prints.
Oh yeah, can't get rid of those.
No. And then the rest of them I'll go like trade in and stuff. And yeah, oh my gosh, my TBR is so big right now. It's ridiculous. Like it was a giant pile on my nightstand, and I had to like move it out back to my living room, even though I've got like a full shelf on my bookshelf. It's a lot. I really enjoy reading. I really enjoy reading, but I don't like carrying physical books.
I get that.
So like when I'm on the train, I'll read like my books to like grow as a person or a yoga teacher. And then at home I'll read like all my fiction books. But oh my gosh, I wanted to tell you about one of them. I'm reading this book called Dodging Energy Vampires. Hold on. I want to like
wait, what? That's a title.
So it's really heavy. Like I'm legit maybe 17% through, and it's like hitting home really hard. So it's Dodging Energy Vampires by Christiane Northrup. An Empath's Guide to Evading Relationships That Drain You and Restoring Your Health and Power.
Oh
And
yeah,
like,
I need that.
yeah, I'm texting it to you right now.
Yes, send that to me, please.
It's very hard for me to read. I have to do it in very tiny, like little blips because I'm
Yeah, I
like,
bet.
ooh, ow, that's a personal attack.
Yeah, you're like a little too relatable, but that's the point, right? That's the point.
Yeah. And like, yeah. And just like knowing that,
Thank you.
like, I do identify as an empath. Like, I am very much in tune with
Same.
other humans' emotions to the point
Big
where
time.
I don't feel my own.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I'm actually working on with Annalisa right now is feeling my feelings. We had such a good session today. Oh my God, I loved it.
Good. I love
And we
that.
talked a lot about imposter syndrome because it's summer and
Yes.
I had a gig last year and I didn't get invited back. And
Ugh, that always hurts.
it does. And it kind of hurt my feelings.
Yeah.
And
How could it not?
Also coming back to the fact that I knew that I didn't want to spend that much time away from my cats.
Yep.
And knowing that I am really happy in New York doing what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And also came to the realization currently, I don't really want to work with opera companies.
Well, that's a good realization.
I don't want to sing opera right now.
Yeah.
I don't want to sing opera right now. And it's coming to a realization of just because I got a couple degrees in it doesn't mean that it's my whole identity, doesn't mean it's my whole existence as a performer.
Totally.
Also. And like I was like bawling earlier about this, and then I sang "The Light in the Piazza" and I felt a lot better. Also,
wait, I realized
what the fuck I was singing about.
I love that. Oh my gosh. No, like, I can relate.
Didn't know what I was singing about until literally today, and I'm like, I've been singing this song for like 6 years.
Oh
shit.
Well, you find those things that you relate to, you know. Yeah. I mean, I obviously can relate to that. I don't sing professionally anymore for 3 years. I don't sing professionally, and you know, I have. Yeah, right. I mean, I still, as of right now, work at Arizona Opera and am in the opera industry still. We still do modern singer. But I don't sing professionally, and I have 2 degrees, one being a master's degree in opera performance, and you know, just another reason, another how do you say that? Another tick of the box. Ooh, that's not right. Another example. Yes, use regular.
Checking the box. Check the box.
Yeah, I'm just like another check the box. I was gonna say hang on the hook. I was like, that's not correct.
No, that's code.
It's just another Oh my God. But you know, it just goes to show that no matter what you got your degree in, what kind of, you know, if even it's a singing degree or a performance degree or whatever, you learn a lot of valuable skills in those degrees that are transferable to a lot of different things.
Yeah. And like, that's just kind of like where I've been.
Yeah.
Like I've been very sad this summer because like a bunch of my friends are back at programs again. Like programs are live and in person. Yeah. And feeling that imposter syndrome, feeling left out, and really feeling like I'm not good enough. And I know I'm good enough. And it's just
beyond good enough. I want everyone that's listening right now. I'm not just saying this to Alyssa. I'm saying this to everyone else who's listening. That you are beyond good enough.
This is a pep talk for me.
I mean, it's definitely a pep talk for you because I know you. You are like a personal best friend. Everybody else on here, I love you. I just don't know you. You're not a personal best friend.
I just don't know you.
You're just a regular best friend. No, I just don't. I just don't know you, so I can't like speak to you personally. But you are beyond good enough. Good enough is not correct. You are beyond good enough in every way, and you deserve everything. And that's where we are this week.
And that's that.
That is that, and you're gonna remember it. And
but like also. Like I'm at the point in my life where I'm just like very into musical theater again. It's where I started 21 years ago in June 2022. 21 years of
full
performing.
circle.
And my career can legally drink. which is weird. But also knowing the fact that I went into an opera degree because Kristen Chenoweth did it and turned out pretty dang well.
I would say so.
And so I copied it. I went, well, that worked out. I guess I'll give it a shot, because I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. I had no idea what I was doing. I still don't know what I'm doing.
Well, like, also the crossover, I mean, you learn so much in both genres that no matter which one you would like to gear towards, both genres help out in the other, you know? So
exactly.
I think it's a big strength.
Mm-hmm. And I have found so much more love and relatability in the musical theater world. Like even in grad school, I was always the musical theater kid.
Mm-hmm.
And whenever someone needed an MT piece, they would always come to me because they knew that I know not all of them. I'm working on it. But
all of them.
I know a good portion, especially contemporary musical theater.
You do.
Contemporary musical theater is where I thrive. I will say I'm also currently like working through the list of every single Broadway show that has ever been performed since the 1960s.
Wow, that's a goal.
I've been working on it since 2019.
Holy shit.
Like maybe 1970. But it's because I love being a musical theater coach. I love working with my students and helping them build their books. And I work with people across different age groups. Like I work with kids, I work with teenagers, I work with college kids. I've coached people auditioning for touring casts. I've auditioned for touring casts. I just auditioned for Legally Blonde again.
Hey, you know, we all know you have to audition 100 bajillion times.
Everyone got the generic PFO because they invited too many people to audition.
Oh.
And like literally over 3,000. And that's just whoever commented on Backstage.
That's a lot of people.
Yeah, and I did it on Actors Access. But like over 3,000 people like applied originally, and so everyone got like PFO'd. And then we sent in a second round, and I think they like actually culled it a little bit. And so I sent in again, and I got another PFO because they looked at my dance call and they said, you know, I think we're going to go in the direction of someone who can do it.
Oh my God. I literally almost just spit out my dream.
I wish we had gotten that on camera.
Oh my God. No, this is a new mic and a new computer and a new phone. I am like all new. We can't get droplets of anything on anything.
Would it have been worth it?
Maybe for you and everybody else, but not for
me.
It would have been cried.
Very funny for me. God, I would have Venmoed you to help fix things.
Oh no. Oh.
But it would have been very funny, and I would not.
There's somebody who can do it.
But then I also applied. It was the same casting director, and I applied for. It was some concert production of Dirty Dancing the musical, and she like offered it to me, and I was like going in to like see what I was doing, and like the next day it got like she like rescinded it, and I went, rude, okay, bye.
You're like, wait, no, come back.
It's a purely singing role, but like whatever.
Come back.
I mean, no, I'm like at the point where I'm like, whatever. I don't think whatever. We're just here. And then I was doing some auditions for some off-Broadway shows recently, which was super fun. Ooh. Yeah, I'm still auditioning for things, but I'm definitely more in the musical theater land right now. And something Annalisa looked at me a couple weeks ago and said, yeah, do you do legit stuff? Because I feel like as a classical legit soprano, you should sing legit. Please.
Do you like do legit
sing
stuff?
Legit? And I was like, I mean, yeah, I'm not really into it right now though. Because I'm here going belt.
Yeah. It's really important. Like, I think this is something that we as an industry really don't talk about very much, and we need to, is that just because you should probably be singing something because it's in your FOC or it's part of like the standard repertoire,
doesn't mean you should.
Or the other way around, like just because you should doesn't mean you can. Yeah, like just because you should be singing this role or that role.
I mean, I should be singing
if you're not connecting.
But I also can't speak French, so.
But I mean, if you're not connecting with the piece, like if you're not emotionally feeling it or not connecting to the character or something like that,
this is my favorite quote.
But you know what I mean? You're not gonna sing it as well as somebody who does. I mean, that's just a fact. Even if you can float really well, even if it's just sits really great in your voice, if you're not emotionally connecting with the piece or the character, it's just not going to be as good as somebody who does. And so I think that's something.
My favorite quote from my high school voice teacher, and Andrea Pittman. She works at ASU, Arizona State, and she said it to me in high school. It was my freshman year of high school. I have never forgotten it. She told me in 2008, and it is, there's too much music in the world to be singing something you don't like.
I love it.
And that is something that to this day I tell my students and I tell myself.
But it's so true. And I think that especially young singers, like, you know, it's like, just sing what you're supposed to. Do you have all the different genres and types?
There's certain things where it's like, cool, I'm speaking for myself personally, cool, I'm a coloratura soprano. I shouldn't be singing Carmen. Like, I physically cannot sing Carmen.
Facts. Okay, yeah. Besides those limitations.
Besides like physical limitations of the quality of your voice, do whatever. Who cares about gender roles? Yes. I want to sing The Count from Note. So freaking bad.
Yes, and you should.
And I'm going to do a whole concert. I had this plan to do this whole concert back in 2020, RIP. And like we had the venue.
R.I.P.
Seriously, we had the venue. I had all of the music. It was me and some people I went to grad school with, and it was like I was going to sing The Count, and there was a guy, and I went, cool. He's a bass baritone. I want you to sing Queen of the Night.
Oh my god!
But 3 octaves down.
Oh my god, that's so great. So instead of
a bit head voice, I wanted but in a bass baritone voice. So if there are any bass baritones who would like to make a recording of that just to make me happy,
oh my gosh, please
I will repost it on everything.
Any sort of like fucked up anything, please tag us.
I love my favorite concerts. They're my
my
or like
favorite.
Broadway backwards. Oh
yes. I got
especially
to do
Jonathan Groff saying Anything Goes.
Yeah. Oh yes. Yes. I sang a La Femme Bohème long time ago, and I was Chenard. La Femme Bohème.
I was Parpignon.
Chenard. Oh, so much fun. So much freaking fun.
Parpignol.
The Parpignol. So fun.
Parpignol.
So much fun though. Like, I don't know why they conform. Let's all stop conforming together. No.
I mean, I sing boy songs.
Turn it over.
Quote unquote boy songs in my audition package. Screw it. I don't care. No one cares.
Nobody cares.
I love singing Waving Through a Window. It feels really good. I have to like change the key, but like whatever. Who cares?
Yeah. Good point. You might have to change the key, but
that's what accompanist is for. They can change the key.
Yes, that is a fact. I have tried to do that myself before. Just lean on your
people.
Do
it. Lean on computers. Lean on computers. They can do it.
Oh,
man.
They can
do it. There's a system. There's a formula. Just click on that. How did we get here?
I don't know.
I do really want to talk about organizing your audition binder.
Yes.
So.
And do it now. Wait, sorry, not to cut you off. I totally was rude and cut you off. But
dare you?
Do this now. I hope you're listening to this in July when it came out. If not, hopefully August, because I know we're all busy and depressed and things are happening. But
we're all busy and depressed and life sucks. And auditions are hard, but I hope you listen in July.
But I hope you're listening when this comes out. But seriously, because you need to do this now. Like we say this all the time, set yourself up for success. But if you do it now, then you don't have to scramble with the 4 million things that you're doing during, audition season later this year. Get it set now, get your mindset, get everything organized so that when you're practicing, when you're memorizing, when you're in the middle of audition season, this is something that you just don't even have to think about. So I know we're saying, do this now, auditions, and yes, there are auditions all year round for sure, but a lot of them tend to sometimes clump into, towards the end of the year
the same,
a little bit.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
So I will say,
doing it now.
If you're not doing it in July, if you're doing it in September, if you're doing it in August, your audition panel will thank you whenever you end up doing this. So I'm actually going to grab my audition binder, because I was using it literally like 3 days ago.
Examples.
So this is my audition binder. If you're on YouTube, you can see pictures, and if you're not,
go to YouTube.
You can imagine. Use your imagination, friends.
Imagination.
So it's like the weekend before, it's the Tuesday before 4th of July. There's been a lot of fireworks. They sound like gunshots. They're not gunshots.
Oh, that's, yeah.
Do they wake me up at 3 a.m. thinking there's a fucking cannon on my roof? Yes, they do. Back to audition binders. But this is my audition binder. In the front cover, I will usually have my headshot, and on the back of my headshot, I like to print my resume. Oops. But I print my resume on the back of my headshot so that it doesn't get lost. I have all of my headshots. I literally have a box of them next to me, but I have all of my headshots printed out. I got them printed out at literally CVS, who cares? Mm-hmm. And then I use my printer on the photo setting to print out my resume on the back of my 8x10.
Oh,
because then I know they're never going to get separated. Like, it's not the best ink quality for like the little headshot that's in the corner, but my headshot is actually on the other side. So who gives a fuck? Yes. And then we open it up, and I have tabs. I have tabs on the side. I love these tabs. They are color-coded tabs. They don't have to be color-coded tabs, but I do strongly believe in tabs, and I believe in having this little table of contents at the beginning.
On the front sheet, so
the front sheet, all of the tabs line up with their part of the table of contents, and this is literally a photocopy of the original that I made and saved on my computer, and then I just edit it from there. So it all lines up. My personal brand of OCD also means that everything is alphabetized. So
oh man,
look, don't come for me, but like,
I love it. No, I'm obsessed with that.
A lovely night. Like, I know exactly where it is. This is usually one of my starters. And then I don't know if my camera's going to pick it up. Oh, it will. But I've got like my 32 bar cut.
There you go. And it's highlighted. It's not even just, it's highlighted.
And then I've got my 16 bar. The start of the 16 bar is here. Yep. And then the end is also like very clearly marked.
Yes. So you're not wasting time playing like intros and outros.
Anyone's time. Yep. Your accompanist, your pianist is always going to know exactly what you want, exactly what you need. All you need to do is give them a tempo. And then sometimes you give them a tempo and they go double time for absolutely no reason, which happened to me this week. And
but that's why we're professionals, like, and we adapt.
Jesus, I tried to slow it down too. I gave a lovely night. Don't snap it at your pianist. Just conduct it. It's fine. I do it in two. I do a lovely night, and then I went, but da 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 da. And instead she goes, a lovely night, a finer night you'll never see. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, what is this?
She's trying to speed you up, you know, end of the day.
They said they wanted an up tempo. I didn't know that they wanted that far up tempo.
And she was like, you know, I'm just giving them what they need.
I wasn't even in there for the 5 minutes. Like, musical theater auditions be wild. But so if I'm going into an opera audition, when I went into opera auditions, I don't like them currently. I don't like them.
Go through phases. We go through phases.
We do go through phases. My phase is currently, please, I don't want to leave New York right now.
We have to just figure out what we like, you know? That is what it is.
Yeah, exactly. Sometimes I'll organize it so that it's like in sections of my audition, like, cool, this is contemporary, this is golden age, this is operetta, this is opera. Cool. And I'll do whatever works that way, but do what works for you in a way that also makes sense.
Yes.
So I'll have like the most pertinent section if it's not just like a regular musical theater audition. Like right now, this is just like my general, like this is a 6 for a comedic up tempo, whatever.
Whatever.
Yeah. Like literally I've got A Lovely Night, Greenfinch, If I Love You, In My Dreams, Little Miss Perfect, and Morning Person. Like across the board, just like, hi, I'm happy, blonde, and peppy. Hire me, please.
There you go. Play into your brand. Branding.
I know my brand. Know your brand.
Brand. Just organize it whatever works for you. If you want to put the piece that you're going to start with and that you know you're going to start with what you think you're starting with when you go in.
Sometimes I decide at the front in the room.
Right, exactly. Or they decide for you. Right. But you know, you can put that first to make it easy for your pianist, or like Alyssa said in the sections, contemporary, traditional, or by language perhaps. This is French, this is English, whatever works best for you and the company. You know, do your research for the company, see what they're looking for, see what shows they're doing, stuff like that.
And then something else I really recommend is always having your monologue with you at least. Mine lives in the little back pocket of my audition binder. Like literally this is my minute and a half monologue that I always have. It can be comedic, it can be serious. I can do it both ways. Either way, the last line is when you tried to kill me, when you held a pillow over my face in an ugly, violent attempt to snuff out my life, I realized things are not going well. And like, that's the end of my monologue. Thank you, Nikki Silver. But something else I usually do is I'll put my, I usually, like, especially in opera auditions, when they ask you for like the list of music that you're singing, your rep list, I'll keep that in the back sheet of my binder so like I can look at it and be like, cool, what am I offering this company? So something that I really like to do is I'll put a little footnote on those, and I save all of them so I know what I offered each company. And I put a little footnote with the company and the date that I'm auditioning so that I can remember. It's not always just for them, like mostly it's for me. So I like keeping that in the back of my binder. And then on the inside cover, I actually have, I'm going to cover it a little bit because it does have my cell phone number and my email on it. But I have my own contact information. So I've got my name, my cell and my email and my website, just in case like I forget it on the bus. RIP Megabus, I hate you. Yeah. Did anyone want a trigger today? Because here it is, the word megabus. But like, just in case you forget it somewhere, or if, God forbid, you forget it on the piano, and auditions are just going too fast, someone can give you a quick call and be like, hey, you forgot your book. Amazing. Cool. Neat. Love it. Goodbye.
And make sure you print off extra copies. I have been in a situation where there have been guest conductors, guest artists, guests, patrons, donors in my audition room that wanted to see my resume, to see my rep list, and I didn't have enough. And that, you know, that makes me look bad. So just make sure that you have a lot of copies, even if you put the logo of
I usually say I print 3.
I print about 5, but that's me.
Interesting.
I've just been in some.
I've been in some trees, so
that's also facts.
And I also emailed it to them, so I don't know why they need a physical copy. Also,
yeah, I know that's a good point.
I have a lot of feelings about printing things.
That's a good point. I mean, that's a very valid point. Do what works for you. I've just been in situations where people have wanted more copies and I didn't have them, and my inner anxieties started freaking out, and now I'm freaking out before I sing, which is affecting how I'm singing, and you know, then it just spirals.
Yeah, I mean, I will say, like, especially doing musical theater right now, I do about 3 or 4 live auditions a month right now, and they usually don't care. They're like, oh, did you bring a physical copy? No, whatever. I'll just pull it up on my computer then, no problem. Yeah. So I will say, like, more and more, at least musical theater companies are doing that. Some of the summer festivals are doing that. I know I've brought in my materials, and at a festival thing, they're being like, no thanks, we've got your emailed one, thank you so much. And I'm like, yeah, great, neat.
Read the communications.
Less things for you
too.
To carry. Definitely read the communication. Just make sure that you know what to bring, and if they're asking initially for more, do print those, because if they ask for it, give it to them.
Or they might say, don't bring it at all, then don't offer it. You know, you want to make sure that they know that you read their communications and cared enough to follow the instructions. I think that's
but really, I mean, if they didn't say anything, I default to 3, but that's also like my weird brand of OCD. So because I always default to, cool, there's usually at least 2 people on the panel, and if the pianist wants one, great.
Yep. Or an extra.
Or if the pianist wants to know what's in my freaking book. But if you have the table of contents, they already know. And I also wanted to really quick talk about the importance of digital upkeep of your music. So I am a Google Drive fanatic. Ellen has seen my Google Drive. It is
it's beautiful.
I love my Google Drive.
It is actually like an art.
It maybe. I really love my Google Drive.
It's an art. It's really an art.
And I also have like all of my music. I'm going to grab my iPad really quick so that I can actually like flip through it. Oh my God. Okay. I'm not old. I just have bad knees. Beep boop bop. Okay,
I think we've already established that I'm the old one.
I'm broken. But in a fun way.
Always
It's not fun. No, it's not fun. It's mostly food allergies. But so like I'll flip it to the camera. So like this is my Google Drive, and it
Note
is
for people who are listening, it's color
full
coded.
of things. It is color coded so the reason I color coded my Google Drive is so that my eye knows what colors it's looking for when I'm looking for a certain folder. But there's also a search button, which is my bread and butter.
Make it easy for you. You know,
exactly.
You have to make it easy.
You make it easy. You make it pretty, just like our Google calendars.
Yeah,
and
have
mine
some
now
fun
has a
with it.
fun summer theme. And I sent the color scheme to Ellen earlier, and she's like, "Oh my god, that's beautiful."
So the best part about it, this is totally
I made an aesthetic.
But it's not only just like fun and summery, it is on brand, like hardcore for like Alyssa and Alyssa's whole life. It is just, it's so great. So it's beautiful.
Oh, okay. But so going into my music like folder, so I do pay a little extra. I pay like what, $2 a month to have my unlimited Google whatever. So this is how I break it down in my folder. The reason you want to make sure that you have clean digital copies of your music is, God forbid, you leave it on the bus.
Yep.
You spill your coffee on it. Your water bottle links in your backpack and your audition binder is trashed.
They want something else. They want another piece. Mm-hmm. I've had that happen where they want something else that I know.
I haven't had that happen in a live audition.
I have.
That's annoying.
I have been asked to come back. This was an opera audition. They wanted something from the show. Their shows changed. So they changed their shows. And I had not seen that or noted. So maybe that was my fault also. But their show has changed and they wanted something from the show. They asked if I had it. And I said, well, I do, but I don't have it with me. And so they asked me to come back at a later time, which was really nice. They usually don't have to do that.
I have a lot of feelings about this in general, but
you go print it off,
so I won't share them.
Yeah, that's a good point. But I had it, and I do sing it. It was from a show that I had previously done. They saw it on my resume, and so I think it. Oh God, put me on the spot.
Yeah, I will. Every time.
I can't remember.
Don't worry. I'll like.
I can't remember.
How dare you?
I know. What the hell was it from? I can't remember. I don't even remember what company it was for.
I wasn't going to let you share the company. Don't worry.
Oh, Lord. Okay. I'm retired now. I don't think about these movies. No, but I came back and I didn't get the gig, but I came back and I sang it. And, it's just nice to, I just went over across the street to Staples, printed it out because I had it on my Google Drive.
I mean, honestly, I've brought my iPad with me to some of my musical theater auditions. It was a Disney audition. They asked if I sing Elsa, and I said, I don't even have a digital copy of this right now, mostly because I also couldn't sing it. They wanted me to sing Let It Go, and I was auditioning for Belle. I was like, I'm confused.
Wait a minute.
I'm auditioning for a very different show.
I think this is a lot lower.
This is a lot for me. And so the most important part of having this is like I bring my iPad to my auditions like 9 times out of 10 because I don't put all of my stuff in my binder. Obviously, I sing a lot of music. I know a lot of music, and we all know a lot of music.
Yeah.
We can't possibly fit it all in a 1/2-inch binder. Yes. That would be ridiculous. But I have had to like whip out my iPad before in like a random coaching when I was at a festival or in an audition, someone asked me for it. And I said, well, I mean, I have it on my iPad. Is that okay? And they said, yeah, because we were only doing a little bit.
It's better to have it than not have it.
Exactly.
And especially the iPad is a brilliant idea because if you're completely organized in Google or Dropbox or whatever you use, or maybe it's just on your iPad, it doesn't have to be.
Yeah. I use Foursquare when I'm as like little flippy flip place.
Yeah. It makes you look way more professional. You can whip it out. Sorry for the term, but you can whip it out very, very quickly.
I went to the 80s song. So like, here we are.
There you go.
And I'm usually the one who has the mind of a 12-year-old boy.
definitely me.
And this is why we're friends.
And this is where we're at right now. But you know, just get it out, be like, oh yeah, I have that right here in my, you know, my bag, pull it out, get it up, and you're not wasting their time. You get to sing what they want to hear, and you're organized and you're not stressing about it.
Yeah, but so how I break down my sheet music folder specifically. So I've got arias, art songs, full scores, group numbers, libretto, musical theater, operetta, oratorio, pop rock, jazz, and contemporary, and then vocal scores. And then I also have a little folder that has a little asterisk on it, so I know not to open it for like a panel. But it's called Potential to Learn. So it's things that I found and I have the sheet music for it, but I'm like, I haven't looked at it yet, so it's not going to go in my big folders. Um, but so like my arias, my art song, and my full scores. Full score is broken down into opera and musical theater, and then I'll just like have folders for whatever show it is inside. And then arias and art song are all broken down to language. So I've got English, French, German, and Italian in art song. And then I also have a folder called Not My Voice Type because again, I'm a teacher. So some of what I have is just like it's not for me, it's for me as a teacher, which is totally fine. And then
really good. I mean, as it's separate than it's separate but the same. I mean, it all falls under the same umbrella, but it's separate. Then you're not going to sing that music. You're here to teach it, but it's really good to have that music organized as well for your students so that, again, you can whip it out or send it to them digitally. Say, hey, you know, look at this piece. I thought of you.
I have another thing for that in a minute, and I'm going to share that for music for students. So, but going into like my musical theater folder, I have like just so that my brain knows where things are, I've got like a male songs folder and a female songs folder. Just like I don't really follow them for like gender purposes. I follow it more for like, okay, cool, so that my brain knows which folder this is in or which folder I want to look through for some rep.
The character.
Exactly.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be the person
so that
singing.
It's not like hundreds of songs, hundreds of PDFs in one folder that I'm looking through. Especially like on those days when my brain is just tired and I'm like, I know what folder it's in, I just can't for the life of me remember the name of the song. Like if I know the name of the song, I can just type it into the search bar and it'll pop up. But so that's how I organize my sheet music for me. And then I have another folder called teaching. So this is something that I'm really, really passionate about. All of my students know about this. I'm the queen of subfolders. I'm the queen of subfolders.
Folders on folders with different colors.
Look. But so I've got this big overarching folder called teaching, and I have a folder inside of that called student access. So the overarching folder has like things like my signed contracts with students, any rec letters that I've written so that I have a template so that I don't have to rewrite everything. And so I know what I wrote before.
Yep.
I have in my student access folder, I have a bunch of articles that I've read and I've approved for my students to read. Because again, I teach kids, and something like laryngeal exercises, they don't need to know. They're going to hurt themselves.
Yes.
So I don't put it up there. And then I've got like my teaching schedule and other things in there that I use as like tools. And then in the student access folder, what I have is I've got a folder called reading, which has a bunch of stuff in it. Especially I have a lot of diagrams in there because I teach virtual lessons. And sometimes I'm like, cool, I want you to look at this thing. But I don't want to just email it to you. I want everyone to like have access to it because I talk about a lot of the same things with a majority of my students. Like I've got one of like the consonant chart and where it's placed in your mouth. I've got a diaphragmatic diagram, and then I've got like a resonance space for tenors and sopranos because that is primarily what I teach. And then I've got an article on TMJ and a vowel chart with IPA for my college kids. So I have that. I have a reading folder, and it's like all of these articles that I've approved for my students, and all of my students have access to this student access folder. They have all been sent a link. They all have it to save. So they have all of these resources on top of having their own little folder inside. So all of them have a folder with their name on it. That is basically their audition book. It is a virtual copy of every single song we've worked on. Let's see. I'm going to click on one of my sopranos. So they have their resume that I wrote for them. I tell my students, I'll write you one resume. I'll give it to you in a Word document or in a Google Drive or in a Google document so that you have it. You can edit it yourself. I will show you how to edit it. But I will make you your first resume. Like, here you go. Because I want my students to succeed.
Setting them up for success. It's something they may not know how to do. That's something
especially
that you do.
Especially if they're like 11.
Yes. What do you mean, 11-year-old? They don't teach that in school?
I have some kids who I'm like, honestly, you could probably audition for Broadway, and I would not be shocked if you were like in a national tour in the near future. Wouldn't be shocked at all. I've got a couple kids where I'm like, you need to go audition for Matilda. You need to go audition for this, that, or the other. There's Oliver's coming back to Broadway, I think. That's a rumor that I can't substantiate. I heard it on TikTok.
TikTok rumor.
But then I have, like, I showed her how to prepare a script for an audition and how I color code things. And it was a script that I had already color coded for myself for an audition I was doing. And I screenshotted it and I uploaded it to her folder. And then she's got all of the music that we've worked on as well as tracks. So for every single lesson, every single audition she ever has, she has these tools to work with. And I mean, honestly, we've been working together for like a year and she's got like a good 20 songs in here.
It's all about working smarter and not harder, whether you're using these skills just for auditioning or teaching or just learning, whatever you're using this for, just work. It's just about organizing your stuff. We're all really busy, working smarter, not harder, making things more accessible, easier for you to pull up that music, to get that gig, making it easier for you to, win over the panel, making it easier to find your music so that you're wasting less time during your practice sessions or during your teaching sessions. Yeah, it's just, we all have such limited time these days, especially us musicians in general, whether you're performing, trying to perform. I'm sorry, my brain stopped working. Woo! Whether you're trying to perform as your full-time job or you're teaching or a combination or you're, doing 5 million things like most of us are doing, you really just have limited amount of time and a limited amount of mental capacity. And so setting yourself up for the success now will help future you, and future you will thank you. We talk about future Alyssa all the time and how we're trying to be nice to future Alyssa, who has to edit all of these.
So
is past Ellen. Especially to ourselves. Like, we're not all
past Alyssa is like, this is a future Alyssa problem. Future Alyssa is like, God damn it, this is a present Alyssa problem.
Oh my God, I know. And we're never like dicks to future friends. Like, we're dicks to future us, right?
Yeah.
So be friends with future you and do your future you a favor and set yourself up for success now.
That's a beautiful way to say that. We should all be nicer to ourselves.
We should listen to our own.
I also really quick wanted to talk about Spotify and the beauty of Spotify, and also the fact that as a performing musician, this is a tax write-off.
Big time.
This is a tax. Spotify Premium is a tax write-off as a performing musician. So if you ever go to mine, you know that I've got tons and tons of playlists, like not just for my singing stuff, but I've got a ton of public playlists for my yoga stuff, because I've got yoga students all the time asking me for my playlists, which is great. I love it. I love music. I love sharing it. But something that I have for me is I've got an entire playlist dedicated to my MT rep coaching. So I can just start scrolling through whenever I need an idea for a student. I just start scrolling. I've got a playlist of my Broadway audition songs, my musical theater audition songs. And that's anything that I would put in my musical theater books. I've got contemporary, legit, pop rock, jazz, sometimes a little bit of country, anything that I have sheet music for that I know I walked into an audition, I have it in that folder. I also have a playlist of all of my opera audition music that I haven't opened in probably a year and a half. Oh my gosh. But having these playlists is so nice just to like refresh your brain on what it is you're doing. And on these playlists, I have multiple recordings of each thing, um, especially in the opera stuff, because sometimes there's like different cavatinas, cavaletas,
Yes.
whatever. And there's different little trilly bits that I like, or there's like a tempo that I like here, but I like the ornaments here. I have different perspectives that I can go in and listen to when I'm just out and about bopping around the city. And I can still be like, I can have it on in the background of my mind. But I find that having these playlists, having the digital audio version of all of this stuff is really helpful for how I learn music, how I retain music, or for how I brush up before an audition. I like listening to a couple different singers no matter what kind of audition I'm going into. And having that to ground me, having these playlists has been such a lifesaver.
And even just like learning new music. This is so
Also
great
that, but
for
then I fall
new
into
music.
I don't need to play piano.
Yeah. Don't
Yeah, I
fall.
do. Yeah, I
Don't
do.
don't do
Don't learn Anna
that.
Netrebko's wrong
Don't.
notes.
Oh my gosh. Don't do
Don't be
that.
20 years old, learn Anna Netrebko's wrong notes, lie to your voice
Yeah.
teacher and say, yeah, I definitely plunked this out myself on the piano, and then
Yep.
get called out on your fucking shit as a
Yep. That's me.
sophomore.
That was me big time. But
Not
it's
that I
good.
have any personal references.
Not like we've ever done that. Yeah. No, but it is really great because you, like Alyssa said, there's so many different artists on there, so many different people who do different things. They hold that note longer. They do the different cabaletta. They add ornamentation depending on that type of piece. So Spotify is really great versus like YouTube or something like that because
You can
it
download
pays
it to
the
your phone.
artists.
It
Yeah,
does
you
pay
can
the
download it
artist,
to
but
your
you can also
phone.
download it so that you always have access, whether or not you have
Mm-hmm.
internet access,
Internet
which
or
is really
not. Yep.
nice.
And since they do pay the artists, there's a lot more selection on there than just the couple free ripped ones or whatever, and higher quality as well. So you can find top tier singers singing certain rep and whatnot. So it is really great to kind of discover pieces as well. Listen, find people that sound like you, find people who are expressing it in the way that you would like to express it, things like that. It makes Spotify really great.
Yeah. And I mean, honestly, find people who don't sound like you. Listen to a different
Yeah,
perspective on the
good
music that you
point.
sing.
Mm-hmm.
It's such a good challenge.
Yeah, listen to everything. Listen to all of it.
Listen to everything right now. Don't do that.
Cram it all
I'm too
in. Don't
tipsy.
sleep. No, we're not condoning that. We're joking.
I spilled tea all over myself.
Ooh, I'm out.
Don't sleep.
don't be us.
Please don't
Plunk out
follow
your
my lead.
notes.
Please plunk out your notes. Don't
Sleep.
get yelled at by your voice teacher when you're 20 and then have a mental breakdown.
Oh God, that was me.
That was
That
a
was
bad
definitely
day.
me. Yeah, that was
I
me.
literally looked her dead in the eye and went, no, I totally played this. I know how to read music.
And
I
they
didn't know how to
always
read sheet
know.
music. I didn't know how to read sheet
Oh.
music until I was 20.
Oh,
I'm
see,
an
well, at least you
audio
had an
I'm an
excuse.
I'm an
I
oral
just was
learner.
lazy. I was just lazy and didn't plunk them out.
I couldn't read sheet music until the end of my sophomore year of college.
Wow.
I started performing when I was 7.
Yeah, I was about to say we've been
That's a
performing.
problem, especially
Yeah.
because somehow I got first chair my senior year of high school in all-state choir. And I got a perfect score on the sight reading. I'm like, I don't know what I'm fucking doing. I'm going up and down. I'm going up and down. The end.
The notes move up. I go up.
I
The
go
notes
up.
move down.
I go
We're
down.
blending. We're
Oh,
blending.
no.
Blending.
Do I
Oh
think
my gosh.
I deserved that spot still? Yes, I actually did
Yeah,
a
hell
really
yeah.
good job. I was a lovely leader for my section.
I know
knew all of my music
amazing.
going in, but
I know amazing
couldn't read sheet music
musicians.
to save my life.
I know amazing musicians who cannot read sheet music. That they just can't read music, and they're fabulous musicians. It's definitely not.
Yeah.
It's definitely not a prereq, but
Yeah.
it does.
I mean,
help.
I still can't play piano. I teach lovely voice lessons.
I can't play piano.
My students, I get compliments on them all the time.
Oh.
I can't play piano. Like, you can hold a gun up to my head. I can't chord to save my goddamn life.
I know. I feel that deep inside
Like,
my
it
soul.
hurts my wrists. I have cysts in my wrists. It's a tongue twister and real. But like, I can't play piano. It hurts me. Also, my hand-eye coordination is shit. So, but like, knowing that you're not perfect at something is fine. It's just like being able to lean on other parts of your craft that you are good at.
Yes.
I don't even know what this episode is about anymore.
But it was a bad weekend, and we're in a mood where we're coming. I'm
in a lot of
real
moods,
depressed,
and some of them are
now
drunk.
We're just coming full circle, and we just are spreading the love and happiness, and that's where we're at right now.
But if you liked this like style of kind of like a ranty venty episode that this one turned into, let us know. Shoot us a DM.
Yes,
make a
please
comment.
Let us know. We do this for you, so we want to do it the way you want it. Are you interested in growing your singing career but not really sure where to start? Sign up for our newsletter to gain access to all of our freebies.
Ellen and I want to make sure that we can keep getting new information out to the singing community, but to do that, we need your help. If you want to help keep Modern Singer going, we would love the support. Even $1 will help. You can donate to us on PayPal and through the Drop a Tip link on all of our platforms.
Looking for the resources we mentioned in the podcast? Everything is linked in the show notes.
And if you want to show off your singer pride, check out our merch at modern-singer.com.
And don't forget to rate, review, and subscribe. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye. Why do I still do the Zoom wave?
I love it. I do it too. But mine's this. It comes up from the bottom like a Ricky Bobby, and then it's a little baby wave.
And I'm over here going like, bye. The Queen of England would never.
Like an inflatable tube man.
Ellen's not back yet. Let's talk about her. I'm pretty sure Ellen can hear me though.
I love that I can hear you. I can hear you on my headphones. It's so good. I love that so much.
Ellen and I, sorry, Smalls is in the litter box.
That's okay.
She's doing like a little scratch against the wall of it. Is that the light that I want?
Oh, yeah.
Do I like this light more? Yeah, I do.
Okay. I do too.
The magic of a ring light.
The magic of a ring light.
Look.
This is the mental space we're in right now, folks.
This meeting is going to be chaos.